let's say you had a row of single crochets and then it tells you to make a row of double crochets on top of this row. How do you do it? Working on top of a row is actually easier than working in the chain. That's how I find it. If you look at the top ridge of your work, you can almost see these braids. You see them? The braids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I should have about 9 of those here. So we will be working under each of those braids. In order to go on top of this, I have to turn my work. And I do it this way. I just turn it. Now I'm going from right to left. And this is the back side of what I was doing before. I grab my yarn. Because I'm going to be doing double crochets, I need to raise my level up to a level of a double crochet. Double crochet is a stitch taller than single crochet. So instead of doing the first stitch of double crochet, I'm going to do 2 or 3 chains instead of it. Here we go. 1, 2. I'll do 2 today. Because my crocheting is bulky, I think if I do 3, it will stick out too much. So now I try to decide which braid I'm gonna go into. This stitch is built this chain, 2 chains or 3 chains at the beginning of each row. They are kind of like a substitute of a first stitch. So I will still call it a first stitch. So this first stitch goes on top of this stitch. So I'm done here. Now I'm going to go onto the next stitch. This is the stitch on the row below. I'm going to look here and say, where's my braid? And my braid sides are here and here. So I'm going to take my hook and I go under both of them. But first I'm going to remember that I'm doing a double crochet, not a single. And in order to do a double crochet, we need a yarn over. A yarn over is when we grab extra yarn so we can build up the height of our stitch. So I'm doing it like this. Before I go anywhere, I'm grabbing my hook and I'm taking a yarn like I usually do. In front of the yarn, down and behind. So this is called a yarn over. It really helps to hold my pointer finger between the original stitch and the yarn over. That way I know they're a little separated. So, and then I kind of put my finger on top of this yarn over, but still separating the two so I know where they are. Now I grab my hook and go under the braids, under this first and second braid. So there's actually a big hole there. And you go through and you grab another yarn. You grab a yarn, hook looks down. You see the head of the hook looks down. Then I pull that yarn out of the first opening. Okay, got it. Now, what do I have? I have 3 loops on the hook. Now, I need to go and grab another yarn with my hook. Front, down, and behind. Hook looks down. I grab this yarn through the first 2 loops. 1, 2. And I pull it out a little bit so I have space. Okay? That's half of our double crochet. Now I go with the hook again, go in front, down into the back, and I grab this yarn and I pull it through both remaining loops. And this makes a tall stitch. It's a tall stitch, double crochet. So now we're gonna do another one. I'm gonna try to speed it up just a little bit so you can understand the pattern of that stitch. Yarn over. And I go under the braid, next braid. Both sides of it. Grab another yarn over, or yeah, I guess you can call it yarn over. Pull out. Yarn over. Through 2. Yarn over. Through the remaining 2. Big and tall stitch. Let's do one more. Yarn over before we go anywhere. Go under the next braid. Yarn out. Yarn over. Through 2. Yarn over. Through 2. Again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're doing number 5, double crochet. Yarn over. Go under the braids, pull one out. Yarn over. Through 2, yarn over, through the remaining 2. Next stitch, yarn over, under the 2 braids. Yarn over, through the 2 loops. Yarn over, through the remaining 2 loops. Make sure you always have space here. Okay, let's do one more. Yarn over, under the braids. Let's see the braids. Under one side and the second side. Out. Yarn over, through 2. Yarn over, through 2. We're going to do next stitch. Yarn over, under the braid, out, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. And we see the last braid is left. We will use it. Yarn over. Into the last braid. Out, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. Ta-da! There you go. First row is single crochets, the second one is double crochets. And you can see those tall columns.